Hey, good morning, traders. It's Wednesday, July 26th, 9:26 a.m., and these are your morning ideas. All right, guys. So today is Fed Day. You can see here on my screen FOMC statement 2 o'clock, and then the press conference at 2:30. Really, really big day as everybody's kind of waiting around to see what the Fed's going to do here with the rates. Again, they said that they probably weren't done hiking. I'm not sure. I actually have not been reading up on what the consensus thinks today, because a lot of times that's already priced in. But what we can see is that we've been rolling higher and doing just fine higher. Like we said, there's no reason to really short this. It is a bit concerning that on the morning of FOMC, that we're going lower. That doesn't mean that we'll continue to go lower. And this is the 15-minute here. Is that we opened here overnight and we just kind of went back and forth. I expect more of this, and then as we start to like push the lows and we put volume on the lows, that tells me that we'll probably on the open here in 2 minutes continue lower. And that's more of like a risk off play in front of FOMC. Usually FOMC is really slow in the morning, right? So like all the way up until the 2 o'clock announcement, and then everybody rushes back in because nobody really wants to take the stand in front of the minutes. And I don't blame them, to be honest. If I had a $1 billion, multi-billion dollar fund, I wouldn't be taking positions in futures in front of those minutes either, right? So that's what we have. It's more of a market that's going higher. It's doing just fine going higher. It doesn't look like that. I don't see any rejections or anything like that scare me. The big thing is the news, right? So nobody really knows what's going to happen. Even if you knew what the news was going to be, you don't know what the reaction is going to be. You don't know what's already priced in. So we're kind of stuck chasing a little bit there. But with that said, with the chasing, I would not chase the move right after FOMC. A lot of times there's fake outs right after the news. So I would imagine that if they come out and hike rates, that'll pull the market lower. I just don't see how a continued hike to curtail inflation is going to do well for businesses or for households. It's just it's a tightening measure. We know what easing does. It pushes the market higher. Tightening does the opposite of that. It makes money harder to come by. And I know that they're doing it for inflationary reasons. They don't want inflation to get out of control. But nonetheless, if they hike rates again, I think that the market will drag a little bit today in the afternoon. So that doesn't mean it necessarily needs to trend down. Those numbers that we were looking for lower, I think we had them. 44.14 is still on my radar for lower. 4,500 is this VPOC that we've pushed back into this. Okay, so here you can see it. Let me make it bigger. We've pushed from below back into this previous range here. We struggled at 4,500 because that's where the VPOC was. We pulled back again, and then we pushed through. And we said when we push through, the likely next point, we were trying to move up towards 4,700. Okay, so would not be surprised if we're only 100 points away from 4,700 now. That's like more or less the top of this area, 4,800 being way up here. And the market is doing just fine here. So I would expect that we continue to chop around as we move towards that. And that means that we could pull back 100 points and still be doing exactly that same thing. It's just moving higher, chop, 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 pull back, push back up, chop, 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 push to 4,700. So I wouldn't be surprised either way today. I'm really non-directional here on FOMC. I think that it's probably going to be a pretty slow morning. And so that's all we got, guys. We have a lot of things coming up going on at Take Profit here. I'm excited to roll those out in a big announcement next week. We're closing up some promos now, so make sure you take advantage of that. On Friday is the end of trading. Friday is the end of the $5,000 cash giveaway for the leaderboard contest. So make sure that you are in that as well. If you guys have any questions, please let us know, and we'll good luck after FOMC today.